Okay. So we're gonna simplify. So this is negative x sine x, right? And then plus cosine x. So we're gonna rearrange the order. So we can have cosine x minus x sine x. That's our final answer. Any trigonta? Trigonta? No? So what letter is that option? It's letter D. Okay? Letter D. Is this helpful to you guys? The mnemonic device? Okay. So we do problem 2. So problem 2 is given as y is equal to the square root of x plus sine x to the power of 4. Then we are trying to solve for the first derivative, the y prime, right? First derivative. Now, what rule applies here? The power and chain rule. Very good. Power always prevails first and then chain. So power and chain. So what is power? What is the power? 4. So what we do with 4? Write it in the front, right? So this means 4 for y prime is equal to 4, and then the inside, we call this as aquarium, the inside, aquarium. And there's a fish in the aquarium, right? There's a fish in the aquarium. Okay. The fish is square root of x plus sine x. And then the power decreases by 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Then we're not done yet. Now, here's the technique. You just memorize all the time that the derivative of square root of x is 1 over 2 radical x. You get me? Because we don't have to, you don't have to keep on expressing this into power of 1/2 and then you do chain, and then after that you're gonna have to bring it down. No need, okay? Did your teacher teach you this one right away? Okay, very good. It's not the Okay.
Do you want to take it?
So we're gonna say the derivative of the aquarium inside. There are 2 fishes inside the aquarium. This is the aquarium, guys. Okay? So what is that derivative? It's gonna be 1 over 2x. Okay? 2 radical x. So 1 over 2 radical x plus derivative of sine. What's the derivative of sine? Cosine. Okay? So plus cosine x. And then after that you have, this is now your answer, but you need to look into carefully the options. Whether the option is written like this, so long as this is right there. So what do you think is the answer? In the option, going to be y prime is equal to 4, and then we have 1/2 or 1 over 2 square root of x plus cosine x, and then this one. Okay, this is the order in the option: square root of x plus sine x to the power of 3. So what letter is this? What letter? D. Letter D. Okay. So, any pregunta? So moving on to number 3. If you have highlighter, I need you to highlight the important word in the problem. What is that magic word? Average value. Okay? So what is your idea about average value? It's going to be 1 over b minus a, meaning the interval. Okay? The interval. So for average value, you're going to have integral from a to b, and then f of x dx, right? Okay? Remember this? So, the reason why I want you to highlight that word is very important. You have to do it this way, 1 over b minus a. Okay? And what is the given interval? 0 to 2. Okay. So which means the interval is RA is 0 and B is 2. So 2 minus nada. Okay? 2 minus 0. And the integral from 0 to 2. And what is the given function? The given function is x squared times square root of 3x cubed plus 1. Okay. Mr. Roy, it's so hard. So, what do you think we do? Sorry. You do? So what is our u? The inside, right? Inside the radicals is 3x cubed plus 1. Okay, guys? Yes. We apply yourself in this case. So, and then we do, for me, I don't have to write du over dx, but I have to write only du and then the dx should be here. Because it's the same, we just cross multiply, right? Okay, so I'll write du right away is equal to the derivative of this, which is 9x squared. Do you get me, guys? 9x squared. So 9x squared dx. Because if I put dx right here, I should have another step. And it takes a while, right? As much as possible, we save time in writing. Okay, so this means our dx now is du over 9x squared. This is our dx. You get me, guys? It's clear? So, I'm gonna continue right here. So we have 1 over 2, or 1/2. The integral from 0 to 2, and you have x times. This is our u, right? This is now our u, square root of u. Okay, and then times, what is dx defined? Dx is defined as du over 9x squared. Yes?
Isn't it just 9 since we have to get x squared to cancel?
Yeah, I have reasons why, okay? And you will see later. So this is, okay? And then the dx is du over 9x squared. Well, you notice, the x cancels out, the x squared, right? X squared cancels out. So, I'm gonna cancel this out. but don't cancel 9. 9 will cry. Don't cry out. Okay, so which means, can we skip one step? Instead of writing 1 over 9, I just multiply right away. 2 times 9. Make sense? Make sense? Yes. So this is 1 over, you see also, 18. Clear, guys? Okay, 1 over 18. Okay, where did I get the 1 over 18? By multiplying this. Put it outside. So that means you have the interval from 0 to 2, and then this is now square root of u du. Clear? And what to do now? We have to express this in exponential, so you can take the derivative, right? Okay, so which means 1 over 18 integral from 0 to 2, and then this is being expressed into 1/2 du. And then that's the time that you can take the antiderivative, right? So that means what is 1/2 plus 1? 3/2 over 3/2, right? But what you do with the bottom 3/2, you're gonna flip right away. Do I have to show it? No need. Okay, so implies that this is 1 over 18, and we take the derivative. This becomes now u to the power of 3/2 times 2/3. Okay? Why I write it right away? Because the power, whatever is the new power, is the denominator. And the denominator is supposedly 3 over 2, but what we do? We take the reciprocal. We flip it. So that becomes now 2/3. Okay? And then what is the, okay, evaluated from 0 to 2. We clean this up first before we put back the u. And what is u a while ago? U is this one. Okay, so what you notice, is this divisible by 2? Can I cancel this? So this means 9, and we cancel this. So this means the numerator is 1, and then the denominator is 27. Okay? 27. Because I don't have to multiply 1 times 2, and then I'll put 2, and then 18 times 3, 54. So you do cancellation. Okay. So this means 1 over 27. And you have now, what is u defined? U is defined as 3x squared plus 1. Okay? We plug in. So 3x cubed. My bad. My lips are made in
China.
Okay.
Lips.
So 3x cubed plus 1. Okay. To the power of 3/2. Evaluated from 0 to 2. So we now plug in the upper limit minus the lower limit. Okay? So implies now that this is 1 over 27, and then you have 3 times 2 to the power of 3 plus 1, and then minus. Okay, so 0 plus 1. So I'll just write right away 1. Would you mind? Can you? Instead of writing 3 times 0 to the power of 3 plus 1, so I'll just put 1 right away. So minus 1. And then a matter of simplification, right? So what is this? 8 times 3. 4. Okay, plus 1, 25, minus 1, 24. Okay, so our final answer is 24 over 124 under. Okay? Yes, any violent reaction?
What happened to the 3/2 at the top of
The 3 over 2?
the hour?
That's the reason. I always trick my students. I always trick my students whether they are listening or not. Okay? So what to do? This is right here 25, right? So 1 over 27, 25 to the power of 3 over 2 and then minus 1. Simplifying further. Question a while ago, Mr. Roy, are we allowed to have calculator in this? Now remember the first 30 questions in the actual test is non-calculator. Okay? So we do this 1 over 27, and then I'm gonna express 25 into the power 2 to the power of 3 halves. What cancels out? The 2, right? Because if you multiply, that becomes 6 over 2. And what is 6 over 2? 3. So why not make use of cancellation? So, and then plus 1 or minus 1. Okay, so we have 1 over 27, and then you have 5 to the power of 3 is 125. So, 5 minus 1. So, final answer is, this is 124 over 27. That's our final answer. What letter is this? Letter A. Okay. So let's move on to number 4. Number 4 question is, let f be the function given by f of x is equal to x cubed minus 75x plus 10. On which of the following intervals is the function decreasing? So it's going to be decreasing function. So this is the question, decreasing. This is our objective. We're gonna have to look into the critical points and then plug in into f prime. Okay? So, given function f of x is equal to x cubed minus 75x plus 10. So, we're gonna have to take the derivative of this. Okay? We say f prime of x is equal to 3x squared, right? Derivative of x cubed. So 3x squared minus 75. And then we can factor out 3 because 75 is divisible by 3. So we factor out 3 and then equate this into 0. So this means the inside is x